Hi guys, the following video was sent to me by somebody who wanted to make this video public. As you can see, it was formed in secret by someone with an iPhone. Uh, watch the guy in the back without his shirt on, the guy with the red pants and no shirt. If you look closely, you can see that he's giving everyone a slap in the face. Those guys over there sitting on the ground meditating are Falun Gong practitioners. They're meditating in a park in Hanoi, in Vietnam, a few days ago. You can see the time and date up in the video to the left. Unfortunately, there's gonna be a bit of talking in Vietnamese later on, and unfortunately I don't speak Vietnamese, but I know a bit about the background and I can explain a bit about what is going on. So that's why I'm narrating the video. If there's anybody who speaks Vietnamese and can translate what they're saying later on, that would be really great. But I can still give you the background. The background is that, as we all know, Falun Gong is outlawed and persecuted in China, and the Chinese Communist Party has been pressuring Vietnam to do the same, to also ban Falun Gong. And of course, Vietnam is also a socialist state, so they were very much dependent on their socialist brothers in China, right? Um, so there have been some arrests of Falun Gong practitioners in the past in Vietnam, and yeah, and the authorities trying to ban Falun Gong and arrest the practitioners, but they can't really do it, officially.
Dùng cái côn
They
đồ
don't
giả
have an
danh để dẹp
excuse
thì
or
đúng là
anything.
chán quá, chán thì chính quyền lắm rồi. Công an không vì danh chính ngôn thuận cái dẹp có tội gì cả. Cái này là đây là ngồi thiền phản đối Trung Quốc đàn áp Falun Gong.
As you can hear, they're talking about Falun Gong.
Nói với mọi người
Unfortunately, I don't know specifically what they're saying.
Hòa ái, chứ không bao giờ đấu tranh bằng bạo lực. Đấy. Cho dù tí nữa họ có bị đánh, họ không bao giờ chống lại. Cái này chắc anh chứng kiến rồi.
This is in a park in Hanoi, Vietnam, close to the Chinese embassy, and they're just meditating over there, but at the same time it's of course also a form of protest against the persecution. Now the guy who slapped the cameraman the guy who's attacking him is the same guy everybody is slapping in the face.
Máy ảnh cơ mà.
Máy ảnh trong này này.
Nó lấy rồi. Giả thôi. Giả máy ảnh thôi. Giả máy ảnh thôi. Giả máy ảnh. Giả máy ảnh thôi. Mày chụp ảnh à? Chụp ảnh. Giả máy ảnh thôi. Giả máy ảnh thôi. Này. Giả máy ảnh thôi. Đánh giả máy đi. Đánh muộn. Anh mày chụp với ủ đó này.
I guess they figured out that he was recording it all and they can't have any witnesses, so...
Rồi, giờ bố giờ rồi lấy tập mẹ luôn. Rồi này. Mẹ mày, máy này ra. Đập đi. Mẹ mày. Tôi kêu à. Trả mấy anh thôi.
Be sure to watch the second part of the video.
Dạ mấy anh
And I
thôi.
explain a bit more about
Sao anh cướp của tôi ạ?
explain a bit more about what's
Anh
going
trả
on,
tôi.
and you can also see
Nó hỏi rồi thì
a
bây giờ anh
bit
trả
more
tôi.
about what's going on.
Anh trả tôi.
He's
Đây, anh
gonna
trả
film
tôi.
a bit more.
Mấy ảnh của tôi thì anh phải trả tôi. Anh phải trả tôi. Rồi. Thôi cái này anh đừng ác thế. Anh đừng ác thế. Anh đừng ác thế. Anh đừng ác thế. Thôi thôi. Hút ra. Thế thì trả tôi tôi đứng ra tao xem còn trả tôi tôi sẽ đi. Trả tôi sẽ đi. Mày cũng luận quát luôn công thế này. Không, luận quát luôn công. Không trả tôi thì tôi sẽ đi. Không trả được. Luận cần cơm bố đánh tiếp đấy. Không.
Welcome to the second part of the video. Our cameraman has learned the painful lesson that he shouldn't videotape it from such a close distance, so he's now, as you can see, he's standing farther away now after they beat the crap out of him. And now they, as you can see a little, they are beating the Falun Gong practitioners meditating over there. You can't really see it since he's still standing too far away. You can see a policeman walking by here, and he's just ignoring the whole thing. He's not the only policeman. There will be more policemen later on, and they're all just ignoring it. There are a lot of policemen in the area, but they're all ignoring it. Now you can hear the sirens. You can hear the police now. You can hear the alarm. But they're all ignoring it. So there are enough police here, but they were ignoring it. You have to keep in mind that okay. Right. You have to keep in mind that, as I said, this was after the Communist Party in China pressured Vietnam to also ban Falun Gong. And the building over there that you can see, the gate of the building over there, that's the Chinese embassy. So my guess is under pressure from the Communist Party in China, the Vietnam there were arrests previously, but they haven't really outlawed banned Falun Gong yet. They're probably saying, well, we can't ban it. There's no reason for it. They haven't done anything illegal, um, and we at least need an excuse before we can ban it, right? So, and this is where this situation right here comes in. I think this whole thing is a setup, and that also explains why is there so much police, but they're not doing anything. What's the point for the policeman, for the policeman to come if they're just ignoring it? Um, what I think is the police are well aware of it. Of course, they're aware of it. They saw it, right? Why did they even come? Right? They must have been aware of it, right? But then they ignore it. Why? Um, I think the whole point of this is to provoke the Falun Gong practitioners um, into punching back or something. I think that's the whole point. And then as you can, none of them is fighting back. They get, as you can see, he's still harassing them, and yeah, he's punching them, and the woman just now, yeah, he's punching. He slapped her right in the face again, and the woman just now, she also punched him, and I think the whole point of this is they want them to punch back, and then as soon as they were to punch back, then the police would step in and would arrest the Falun Gong practitioners and would make it appear so that the Falun Gong practitioners would have been violent. And then they would have an excuse to ban Falun Gong in Vietnam. But as you can see, they stay peaceful no matter how much they're provoked. Now, just now, the woman, she was throwing away their bags. And now there's another woman with the broom, and she's using the broom to punch them in their faces. And as you can see, they get punched a lot. And I think the whole point of this is to harass them, to provoke them to fight back. And then as soon as they were to fight back, they can use it to frame them. But as you can see, they're staying peaceful no matter how much they're provoked, and no matter how much they were beaten. And this goes on. As you can see, there were several people standing there, and as soon as somebody else tries to go near them, like the guy who's secretly shooting the video did in the last video, they get beaten up. So everybody who you can see near, close to the Falun Gong practitioners, they were all in on it. They were all the police are in on it, and anybody you can see close to the Falun Gong practitioners, they're all in on it. They were all a part of it. Yeah. They were like hired thugs, hired criminals, and everybody you can see there standing. Some are actively punching them, and some are just standing around. They're standing around so as to prevent other people from stepping in. Now it's our shirtless guy again, he's harassing them again. As you can, I can see what he's doing. They already threw away their bags, right? And that didn't work. It still didn't provoke them. So now as you can see, what he's doing is he's filling around for their wallets. He's trying to steal their wallets. Also, again, of course, to provoke them. maybe you're thinking, why don't they fight back? As I explained, this is all a setup. This is the whole idea is to provoke them, so as to frame them, and then so as to have an excuse to ban Falun Gong in Vietnam. So I think what they're doing is I think the Falun Gong practitioners not fighting back. That's uh, uh, that's great, because if as soon as they were to fight back, um, they would be finished. That's the Because the whole idea is to provoke them to begin with, so as to frame them. As you can see, there were just two other policemen walking by again ignoring it. But believe me, as soon as they were to fight, as soon as the Falun Gong practitioners were to fight back, believe me, the police would not ignore it anymore. That's the whole point of their being there. They are there so as to frame them as soon as the Falun Gong practitioners would have been provoked. But as you can see, they're all very peaceful, and they don't let uh, let themselves be provoked. No, they're trying everything to provoke them. They have punched them. They have stolen their wallets. They have stolen their bags. Uh, they have done all kinds of things.
Người ta thể hiện hòa bình thôi, người ta chả biểu tình bạo lực gì. Đàn áp trước nó dã man quá, từ mấy năm người ta đang rồi yên bình ra tới nói chung công an thì không bắt được người ta thì bây giờ dùng côn đồ, mà côn đồ đã đánh hết. Áp lực trước Trung Quốc muốn là chấm dứt những đàn áp dân tộc này, bên kia họ đàn áp dã man, 12 năm nay đàn áp tra tấn là không đúng được. Môn tập rất là tốt. Bây giờ 100 nước đang làm hoạt động để chấm dứt cái đàn áp. 100 nước là tự do.
There's another policeman over there. Two policemen actually, the one in blue and the one in green. They're both policemen. It's full of policemen. They're actually surrounded by policemen. And the policemen, of course, they all see it. They're all in on it too.